Okay, so my previous video that I just did was just something that had come up and I wanted to share. But what I really wanted to talk about today is another one of my demons that I carry with me. Um, and this one is a divorce one. So as you can see, the child is in the middle and then you have a parent on each side. And I just want to note that in this drawing, it is a mom and a dad, because that was my situation. But please know, like, it can be two moms, it could be two dads. Obviously, it could be a mom and a dad. It can be a polyamorous relationship where you have multiple people. It doesn't really matter, right? The context that really matters is how we make the kid, as you can see in the middle here, feel. And with seeing clients that are in the middle of divorce, right? Or their parents are divorcing, or have come from a divorce, and it's contentious, or we have nothing nice to say about the other parent, it really does hurt the child. If you look at the child the way I drew it, I don't know if you can see, but you know, the hair is on opposite sides, the color of the eyes are on opposite sides, and the color of the eyes and the hair, you correlate with mom and dad. And that's just a visual aspect to show that our children are two parts of a whole. And we divorce for many, many reasons, and it's okay to divorce. There's nothing wrong against that. What becomes a little dicey is when we have nothing nice to say about the other person, because this can really affect kids because they're half of the other person. So if half of the other person isn't a good person, what are we saying about half of our child, right? And maybe you as a parent don't talk bad about your kids, but if you have family members that talk bad about, not about your kids, about your ex, but if you have family members who talk bad about the ex, again, like they are talking bad about half of the child. And that just doesn't play well with a kid on the inside. It can really affect their self-worth and their self-esteem. I know for me, my biological dad is a sociopath, so there's really nothing great about him, but there has to be something, because he's half of me. Like, I share his DNA, but there's nothing nice ever said about him growing up, and it really affected me to the point where I thought, could I even work in corporate America, which I did successfully, or could I hold down a successful job? Because he scammed people. Like, they scammed banks, and they had to go across multiple countries for this, and it just left like a gap in me. So if there's any way to somewhat talk nicely or talk nicely about the other parent, I highly encourage that.